Great to have you with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Duke Blue Devils and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Duke head coach. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Tigers will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it out. It's more. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Duke's offense will go on the attack first. And now we take a look at Nate Shepard. And we'll see two guys who can flat pick up yardage on the ground in this one. From the gun. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Safe completion on the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Nicholas. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Quickly out to the tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? 3rd and short, it's a short throw. And you're just trying to get it to the sticks. But what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? It's every quarterback's dream.
So Missouri's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They will have their hands full with this matchup as they try to make sure the running game gets going. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage.
All right, let's go get up. Let's go get it. Come on.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Simmons to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Throw that shit so fast, they're already in the back.
Flags, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons.
How did he get back
Under
there?
pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
I got it. Nice play the game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. Spins away from the defense. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he threw a touchdown on the last drive. You saw him on the sideline talking to his play caller. Let's keep throwing it. They can't stop us. So here they are in the very next drive. First play, and they're taking a shot. This offense right now, you can tell, they feel like they're unstoppable throwing.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early.
Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Are you kidding me?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for room at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today. I'm holding L2.
Why can't I see the run?
Right back to Hardy. first down. Maybe some room here. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Run in the red zone, it's Roberts.
So why do they show me a pass option if it ain't fucking there?
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
I wish I could see the run block scheme.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Might be changing the route. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers! Into the end zone for 6. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. That's reeled in, it's Moore. Facing a third down is short from the 26. The RPO, it's complete. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Too much shit.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Nice move, creates some space. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Off the RPO, complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
So this is what I got to do for blocking. Like, what is this shit? Come on. So fucking... I'm just going to ignore it.
They'll give it to Hardy. Makes it past the mark. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Simmons. Throws for the tight end.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them, and they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23?
Get his ass. Let's go.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get... The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Catches it at the 15.
Oh, we got room.
He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Oh.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
Wow, knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Line getting set on second down.
Not great.
Throwing Simmons. Finds the big tight end. Knocked off his feet. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Simmons from the gun on third down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Rutgers taking on the UMass Minutemen. And it's the Scarlet Knights, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Let's get back in.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a...
There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Let's go.
One more time, it's Hardy. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
I really got to make my own playbook. I don't know what I want to do on any of this shit.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Simmons. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's a give to Hardy. They'll get him down, but not